The noisy neighbors. Jack Miller was angry at his neighbors. "They are so inconsiderate," he said. These neighbors were very loud. They owned 3 dogs, 2 birds, and 1 goat. None of these animals ever shut up. Even more, they loved playing music all day. Jack would not mind this. However, his neighbors played it loud enough for the whole block to hear. "It wouldn't be so bad if their music wasn't terrible," said Jack. Luckily, these neighbors soon moved out. Jack couldn't be happier. He would finally enjoy peace and quiet. Unfortunately, the new neighbors arrived with a baby. This baby cried just as loud as all the other things put together. Sweaters from Grandma. Stephen loved almost everything about his grandma. There was only one thing he hated. She always knitted sweaters for him. Stephen understood that she did it to be nice. However, all the sweaters were very ugly. Stephen visited her once a week. She had a new sweater for him each time. Stephen lived in a small apartment. There was no room for him to keep all the sweaters. He had to give all of them away. Grandma will never find out, he thought. One day, Stephen's grandma visited him by surprise. She asked to see his sweaters. "Someone stole all of them," he said. "They were too nice." She made him 10 more. Read the sign. Justin Harris and his friends were going to the beach. When they arrived, they were disappointed. A big sign was posted in front of the water. It read, "No swimming today." His friends noticed the waves looked very big. "It's probably too dangerous to go in," said one of Justin's friends. Justin decided to ignore the sign. He had been looking forward to swimming all week. The big waves looked fun. "Come in, guys," said Justin. He jumped in. Then a huge wave took him under. His friends ran to find a lifeguard. The lifeguard had to rescue Justin. "Can't you read?" he yelled. Time capsule. George Hernandez had 2 best friends. They had been friends since elementary school. Now, they were all grown up. George was moving away to a university. Stephen was starting a family in another city. Charles got a job in another state. They had to say goodbye. George didn't want them to ever forget each other. "Let's make a time capsule," he said. They all went home. They looked for things that held memories of their being together. They found old toys, pictures and CDs. They put them in a box. Then they buried the box in a park. The boys promised to get together in 10 years. They would dig up the box and feel like children again. Valet parking. John was new to Los Angeles. He had never lived in a city before. He used to live on a farm. He had loved the city so far. One evening, John agreed to meet his friends in downtown LA. He was late to their dinner. He couldn't find parking anywhere. A stranger walked up to his window. "I can park your car for you," he said. John thought this man was valet. John thanked the man and gave him his keys. After dinner, John couldn't find the valet booth. "We don't have valet," said a waiter. John's car had been stolen. Even though he liked the city, he did not like the people.